So I know many people already analyze this topic, but I also want to do this because it's really affecting me personally. And here is the statement. Social media is ruining our art. Hello, my name is Jagoda, and today we will talk about the consequences of having the world about social media, where of course artists are publishing their artwork, and how it changed across the years. By the way, thank you for this amazing feedback on my last video, which was also my first video. I'm really amazed, and that's why I'm also recording this one. So let's start. I know maybe this statement at the beginning might be a little too harsh, but in my opinion it's perfect because it's not even in my opinion. Many people says that social media ruined their joy from art because it's like a competition, but most of people won't talk about it, that it is a real competition. Here are some of my observations, as I really like looking through the history of people's art, like where there are some accounts which aren't popular now. I mean, they have a big number of followers. I usually check their like history of posts, and what I observed that years ago people were more, I think, comfortable with sharing not perfect art and sketches. What I mean by this is that many artists few years ago were posting so many unfinished art, like work in progress, sketches, like not perfect art. And now, mostly what I see is just perfect finished artwork. I mean, most of artists won't say it's perfect, but when you are like the outsider, not the maker, you mostly simply see it as something perfect. I think it's also that social media made us this way, that as a creators that we are really insecure about our art, which I also talked about in my previous video. And I think that social media are a very huge part of these insecurities, as you now only see almost, because I'm not talking about everything and everyone, but you now mostly see the perfect art, the finished art, which is kind of depressing because not everyone are so quick. Like, I usually am angry at myself that I'm such a slow artist, especially when a series came out, like Arcane was 2 months ago now. Everyone were making fan art so quick. I was just so frustrated that it takes a much longer for me to make a finished artwork and to make it perfect. And when I actually published, the biggest hype was already, maybe it wasn't like so small, like it's not there, but definitely it wasn't the highest point of this hype. I think it's also depressing because it's not like I wanted to follow the trends, because I love Arcane, I love watching stuff, I love like seeing fandoms being alive, but I also feel that pressure. Oh, I have to quickly do this because it won't get many views and likes later, which is completely bad thinking for me and for many others. It's ruining my joy from making art. And I also think it's okay, maybe it's made from my personal problems, but I know some of those problems are also made by social media. I think that we should talk more about how it affects our creativity and our perception of art. Because now there is so many hate on artists, not only the beginners, but also the more advanced people. People feel really anonymous in the internet, which is of course a really wrong thing. Some people which will find your information by just one click, but people think that when they comment something bad, it won't have consequences. For them it's just fun, and for the comment receiver it might really affect their feeling. Like, it's probably the lack of empathy in today's internet. But as an artist, like, we artists are really emotional, and for us it's making us go insane. I'm not talking about only empathy, but no matter what emotions. They are really cramped now by social media because people say it's cringe to show emotions, and art is mostly to show your emotions. People make art because they want to express their emotions. Like, my art is also made mostly for emotions, and when I see people, non-artists, people debating that it's so cringe, I can't express how mad I am, and I don't want to feel bad because they are just useless people who don't have any better thing to do than just hate people on the internet, which don't even affect their lives. But it's still somehow at the back of my brain. It somehow will affect me and will affect others. Sometimes even seeing the hate when it's not even towards you. When you see if someone is hated, you feel bad for them, like they don't deserve it. I sometimes miss the old art community. I know it wasn't perfect. I know maybe my perception was because I was younger back then. But I know many people would agree with me that before we had a bigger sense of community. And I really miss that feeling. I know we should focus on ourselves, but we should also remember that our action will always affect others, especially in the internet. Going back to the problem of social media and art, is that most social media now are really unfriendly for artists, especially with the age of AI. And don't even get me started on people who think, but it's normal to technology get better. It's normal, but you know what? It's not normal losing all empathy for all the people. Now, if you want to get more people to see your art, you have to do everything. You have to do trends, and I am not that person who always want to do that. I have my art shop, and when I'm doing the videos promoting my products, I feel really ashamed, even though I shouldn't be, but I am ashamed because social media made me feel that way. And also, it's just sad that even though you have a larger number of followers, most of these people who follow you will never see your art on the page, because that's how algorithms work now. Everything is so bad. I don't even have a better expression than just bad, but you know, it's sick that we have to rely on those wrong systems to let our art to be seen. And it ruins us. That's why me as an artist, I want to make especially this channel as comfortable as I want, so other people could feel like they are not alone. And while I was reading the comments under my art insecurities video, I was literally in tears because people were talking about their struggles. And that's exactly what I wanted to do, to feel people this sense of community that they are not alone in this. I have many new topics which I want to talk about. Of course, my videos are not scripted at the moment, at least, so I mostly talk what's in my heart. I don't know if there is any hope for us artists. That's why I think we have to try make a bubble for us to make it better and fight for our rights, for the empathy of the world. Maybe not of the world, of course, because it won't happen. People won't understand the importance of empathy. Don't let other people tell you that your emotions in art are useless and cringe. Like, I'm cringe, but I'm free, like this famous phrase. It's my motto, because I am cringe, but I am also free. And I want to be even more free from those perfectionistic social media thoughts which aren't even mine. So let's see how 2025 will be for us artists. I hope it will get a bit better than last year's, especially with AI. As I said, I don't have much hope for this. I'm trying to let even this little gram of hope in my heart to be here. I'm waiting for your thoughts in the comments about this topic. And remember, you're amazing. Even if I don't see your art, I know you are doing an amazing job. I know you're doing the hard job even though you don't think you are doing it. Thank you for watching this video, thank you for listening to my talking, and I hope you will have a nice day or night and Happy New Year. Bye!